I boldly declare today that this chapter of my life is not the end of my story. No matter how dark the pages may seem, no matter how heavy the words may feel, this is not the conclusion. This is just a part of a greater narrative, a divine story, being written by the author of all creation. Maybe right now you're stuck in the middle of some painful paragraphs. Maybe your story feels like it's spiraling into chaos, and the weight of the moment feels unbearable. But hear me clearly. This, too, shall pass. These moments, these wounds, these battles, they are only chapters, not the entire book. They are scenes, not the final act. God is not done with you yet. So today I choose to live not like someone who's confused about how the story ends. I know how it ends, with redemption, with restoration, with every tear wiped away and every broken piece made whole again. No matter how defeated you feel, no matter how hopeless your situation may appear, your story isn't over. Let me remind you, God is still God. He hasn't lost his power, and he hasn't forgotten his promises. He hasn't let go of your hand. So hold on. Yes, I know this chapter may be filled with hardship. It may be soaked in sorrow. It may feel long, overwhelming, and endless. But it hasn't come to stay. It has come to pass. And even if you can't trace his hand in your life right now, even if the pain has blinded you from seeing his presence, he still sees you. He still walks beside you. One day, maybe even before eternity, you'll look back and realize he was there the whole time. In every tear, in every whispered prayer, in every sleepless night. He never left. You've never cried a single tear that escaped God's notice. He hears you. He knows you. He understands you. He's been with you in the darkest valleys, in your deepest grief, in your most fragile state. He has never turned his face away. His love for you is personal. It is real, and it is immeasurable. The same God who parts seas and moves mountains, he walks with you. He knows the pain you carry. He knows the burdens you hide. He knows the fears you won't say out loud. And still, he chooses you. He calls you. He loves you. He's not just able to rescue you. He's able to lead you to a better land, a place of hope, a future filled with promise. But he asks, will you walk with me? Because he's ready to lead you. He's ready to bring you through the wilderness into freedom and fullness. No, you may not get to choose what storms come your way, but you do get to choose who you become through them. You get to choose what grows inside of you. You get to choose faith over fear. You are not defined by what's happened to you. You are not the sum of the pain others caused you. You are held in the hands of the one who turns graves into gardens, the one who turns the broken into warriors, the one who never wastes a wound. Just because you're in a valley doesn't make you a victim. Your strength may be failing, but his sovereignty is unshakable. I'm not saying your journey is easy, but I am saying your God is faithful. You may feel lost, but our God never loses track of his children. You're not some side character lost in a tragedy. You are a child of the King. And that means your life has meaning, your pain has purpose, and your future is bright. I don't claim to understand every delay, every detour, or every unanswered prayer. But I trust this truth. God's timing is perfect. Yes, the season is hard, but God's purpose will always prevail. So let the setbacks come. Let the critics rise. Let the opposition build their towers. We serve a God who sees it all, who never sleeps, who never slumbers, and who always wins. He turns orphans into queens. He turns persecution into promotion. And he doesn't need your name in lights to do it. Every setback is a setup for a greater testimony. Every pain is planting the seeds for a deeper purpose. Your comeback is being written by the hand of God. So I will live like I believe that. I will not shrink back in fear. I will not be paralyzed by people's opinions. I will not trade calling for comfort. I will rise, even when the road is unclear. And when I don't have the answers, I'll slow down and ask for help. I'll ask for prayer. I'll make space in my life to hear his voice because I believe this. When he says move, I will move. When he says speak, I will speak. I may not be popular. I may not be powerful. But I will be prayerful, and I will live like I was made for such a time as this. And one day when our story is told, may it be like Esther's. A story of someone who chose courage over comfort, faith over fear, purpose over pressure. Because this is not the end, this is the middle. And God is still writing. God's not finished yet. Comfort over convenience, faith over fear, significance over security, prayer over panic. Remember this. Our God is in the shadows, watching over his own. He sees everything, he knows everything, and his purposes will always prevail. God knows exactly what you're going through. He knows the struggles, the heartaches, the doubts. He knows your circumstances like no one else can. He understands where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. He is the sovereign God. You may be thinking today, I've messed up too much. God can never use me again. But that's a lie. If you've fallen, if you've stumbled, just ask for forgiveness. Get right with God and trust that his plans for you are still in motion. God is not done with you yet. Your mistakes are not the end of your story. God will take what's wrong and weave it into his divine plan, and he will make it right. No matter how broken you feel, God is still writing your story. You are not beyond his reach. He has a purpose for you. Today, I came here to speak life into your soul, to remind you that you have not made too many mistakes. You are not too far gone for God to bring restoration. You are not in a place where Jesus has forgotten you or given up on you. In fact, you may be in the perfect position for God to do something greater than you ever imagined. It's in our failures, our weaknesses, and our struggles that we begin to understand the depth of God's grace, mercy, and love. He's always with you, even in your brokenness. You are not defined by your past mistakes. Your true identity comes from God. I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and when I am weak, his grace is always sufficient for me. When you spend time with God, he will show you who you truly are. You are not a failure. You are not defined by your past mistakes. You are not an addict. You are not a loser. You may have gone through a divorce or experienced some other painful loss. That might feel like the end of the world, like a chapter of your life has been torn out. But hear this. It's the end of a chapter, not the end of your life. God is not finished with you. Your story is still unfolding. God is working on you right now, and he will give you the grace and strength you need to handle everything you face. He will never give you more than you can bear. But remember, failure only happens when you refuse to get back up. We all struggle. We all fail. We are human, and we are prone to weakness. But we do not stay down. We rise again. You cannot stay stuck in shame or guilt forever. It may look like the clock has run out. It may feel like the end is here. But with God, there is always another play. He has a plan for you, and his love for you never falters. He will not throw you out. He will not give up on you. Right now, maybe everything seems chaotic. Maybe life feels like a mess and nothing is making sense, but this doesn't mean God is done with you. It simply means the master isn't finished with the masterpiece yet. God can take any mess, any mistake, and turn it into something beautiful. You may look like a work in progress, but don't get off the potter's wheel until he's done. Stay the course. Stay on that wheel because the potter sees the finished masterpiece before he ever begins the work. God knows what he's doing. He is shaping you, molding you, and refining you because he loves you, and he's not going to throw you out. He still has a plan for you, and he can bring beauty from your ashes. So don't quit now. Let God finish what he has started in you.